නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Today I will explain 8 ways a woman can bind a man deeply. These are explained in the Purusha Bandhana Sutta in the Anguttara Nikaya. I will look at this topic from a Buddhist point of view. I will also talk about the psychological and philosophical ideas in it. This includes ideas like perception, sensation, craving, and the path to freedom from suffering. Now, let's look at each of these 8 ways one by one and understand them clearly. The first one is Rupena. Rupa means forms, appearance, or physical body. In this context, it refers to how a woman binds a man through her external beauty. This is the first level of attraction, and it happens through the eye and the mind's reaction to what is seen. From a Buddhist psychological view, this is related to process of perception, sanya, and feelings, vedana. When the eye sees a pleasant form, the mind quickly reacts with a pleasant feeling. If the mind is not mindful, it moves from that pleasant feeling to craving, Taṇhā. The Buddha teaches that this craving leads to clinging, then becoming, and eventually suffering. So, a man who becomes attached to a woman's beauty is caught in the first chain of bondage, not because of her beauty alone, but because of his untrained response to it. This is why mindfulness and wisdom are important. A wise person sees beauty but understands it is impermanent, not self, and subject to change and decay. He does not get trapped by it. The second way is hasitena, which means with a smile or by her smiling face. The main idea is that a woman's smile can attract a man through emotional expressions. When a man sees her smiling, he feels a pleasant emotion. He may think, this makes me happy. Then he begin to want that smile more and more. He may even believe that his happiness depends on her smile. This is how craving and attachment start to grow in his mind. He wants to keep that smile for himself. From a Buddhist view, happiness that comes from outside is not lasting. One day, that smile may go away, and then suffering can arise. If we depend on outside things for happiness, we are not truly free. The Buddha teaches that true happiness comes from letting go of craving, not from clinging to things or people. The third way is banitena, which means by speech or by her words. This refers to how a man is attracted by a woman's voice or the things she says. He hears her words through his ears, and the mind becomes aware of the sound. Her speech might be sweet, intelligent, or emotionally touching. This makes the man feel happy or moved inside. The pleasant feeling can turn into craving. He may want to hear her speak again and again. Slowly, he becomes attached to her speech and to her. There are different types of speech that can attract. Entertaining speech, like stories or jokes, praising speech, saying good things about others, kind and caring speech, full of compassion. All of these can lead to emotional attachment. From a Buddhist point of view, sounds are not permanent. They arise and pass away. The happiness we get from pleasant speech is also temporary. The Buddha taught right speech as part of the Noble Eightfold Path. Speech should be truthful, meaningful, kind, and said at the right time. But we shouldn't, but we should not become attached to the person or the act of speaking. True wisdom is using speech well, but staying free from craving and clinging. The fourth way is Gitena, which means by singing or by her singing voice. It refers to how a man is attracted by a woman's singing. Even though singing is also a kind of sound, it is more artistic and emotional. Her singing may have a sweet melody, a beautiful voice, or meaningful lyrics. These create a pleasant feeling in the listener's heart. The man enjoys the music and feels emotionally moved. That pleasant feeling can turn into craving. He may want to hear her sing again and again. Slowly, he becomes attached to the song, the voice, and the singer. Sometimes this may even lead to a desire for personal relationship with her. There are different qualities in singing that can attract. The tone of voice, soft, strong, or emotional. The tune or melody of the music, the meaning or story in the lyrics. All of these can lead to strong emotional attachment. From a Buddhist point of view, musical sounds are not permanent. They rise and pass away. The joy we get from music does not last forever. Craving for sweet sounds lead to more desire and suffering. That is why monks are advised not to sing or listen to music. It helps them stay mindful and free from emotional attachments. True wisdom is enjoying sounds mindfully without clinging to them. The fifth way is runnena, which means by crying or by her tears. This refers to how a man is attracted by a woman's sadness or emotional pain. When he sees her crying, he may feel sympathy and compassion. He may want to comfort her, protect her, or help her feel better. At first, feeling may come from kindness and care, but slowly this compassion can turn into attachment. He may begin to think, she needs me, or I must protect her. He may enjoy the feeling of being helpful or being important to her. This creates emotional dependence and strengthens his attachment to her. There are different thoughts that can lead to attachment. Feelings proud about helping her, thinking she cannot live without him, wanting to be the one who always comforts her. All of these can create deep emotional bonds that are hard to let go. From a Buddhist point of view, kindness and compassion are noble qualities, but they must be free from craving and attachment. We should not confuse others' suffering with our own ego. True compassion means helping others without expecting anything in return. It is not about pushing others to feel better about ourselves. It is about acting with wisdom, care, and no clinging. Attachment through crying arises when we seek emotional pleasure from being needed or from being in control. The wise person shows compassion but remains free from emotional attachment. The sixth way is akapena, which means by behavior or by her manner. This refers to how a man become at, become attracted to the way a woman moves or carries herself. He noticed how she walks, stands, sits, or uses her hands when speaking. Her graceful movements or confident posture can draw his attention. He might think he moves so beautifully or she looks so elegant. These thoughts create a pleasant feeling in his heart. That feeling slowly turns into desire. He starts to admire her more, not just her looks, but the way she behaves. He may begin to think that her, her elegance makes her special or better than others. This creates a subtle but strong form of attachment. He becomes emotionally tied to her image and movements. From a Buddhist point of view, all physical movements are temporary. They rise, change, and disappear quickly. If we cling to them, we suffer when they change or fade. The body is not a shell. It is just made of elements doing their function. True wisdom sees this clearly. Being attached to beauty in moments is still a form of craving. The wise person sees the truth and lets go of that craving. The seventh way is manhangena, which means by smell or by scent. This refers to how a man can be attracted to a woman's scent. It may be her natural body smell or the perfume she wears. Smell is powerful. It connects deeply with memory and emotion. When the scent is pleasant, it creates a soft, sweet feeling in the heart. That feeling can bring peace, happiness, or even longing. Without noticing it, the man begins to crave that smell. He may start to feel close to her just because of her scent. He may even miss her when she is not around, simply because of the smell. This becomes a kind of invisible attachment. From a Buddhist point of view, smell is passing sense. Even the most beautiful fragrance disappears. Pleasant scents are not the same for everyone. They are based on personal liking. Clinging to smell brings more desire and disappointment. In truth, a smell is just tiny particles in the air reaching the nose. There is nothing worth clinging to. Clinging to. The wise person enjoys smells without attachment. The eighth way is pasena, which means by touch or by physical contact. This is the most powerful form of attraction. It happens when a man feels a woman's touch, whether by accident or by closeness. A gentle touch can bring a strong feeling of connection, care, or desire. Even a small touch, like holding hands, can create deep emotional reactions. These feelings can quickly turn into craving. The man may start to long for her touch. He may believe that being close to her body is the only way to feel happy. This leads to strong attachment, both physical and emotional. He may not want to let go of her. He may feel incomplete without her physical presence. From a Buddhist point of view, touch is a temporary feeling. It brings a short pleasure, but that feeling passes. Clinging to it brings more suffering. The body is not me or mine. It is made of elements. Feelings from touch arises and fall like waves. This kind of craving is powerful because it directly affects the body. But the wise person sees even touch as impermanent and lets go of the attachment. These eight factors, when looked at closely, help us understand how desire works, especially the attraction between a man and woman. The Buddha did not blame woman or these qualities. Instead, he taught the following: the nature of craving. Taṇhā. These qualities attract each other because of craving. This craving comes from our desire for pleasant feelings, experience, and happiness from outside things. The illusion of impermanence. This attraction makes us believe that they will give us lasting happiness. But everything is impermanent. Because of this, clinging to these things can bring sadness and disappointment. Mindfulness and insight. The Buddha encouraged people who want to be free to observe these feelings carefully. When we see them arise, we should notice that they are temporary. This is called seeing things as they really are. Yata bhuta jnana dassana. This is the goal of Satipatthana meditation. Renunciation and wise living. For monks, this teaching reminds them of the dangers of desire and the value of celibacy. For lay people, it helps them understand how to wisely manage relationships. Love and connection can bring happiness, but unhealthy attachment to these passing since brings suffering. So we should focus on inner growth and good qualities that leads to real and lasting peace. By understanding these eight types of bondage in this way, we can see how craving hides in many forms and keeps us trapped in the circle of birth, samsara. This understanding leads us closer to freeing the mind from defilements and reaching nirvana. May the triple gem bless you.